Hey everybody, Tony Givens here. I did not plan on doing a blog today. However, I felt the need that I needed to talk about the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Championship and what it means to me in my career as being a professional wrestling promoter. Back in 2005, I promoted the first ever NWA Worlds Heavyweight title match that I promoted in my career, as AJ Styles came in as the champion. At the time, he was with TNA, and they had the association with the NWA, and he defended the title against Josh Cody. And it wasn't until years later, after I joined the NWA in 2011, 2012, I presented my first ever NWA Worlds Heavyweight Championship match at the Civic Auditorium, and that was Rob Conway defending against Ricky Morton, and Ricky Morton's last shot at that championship. Rob Conway would go on there to defend the title many times in Kingsport for Innovate Wrestling, or at the time NWA Smoky Mountain. Jax Dane later won the NWA Smoky Mountain Cup and used that to cash in to win the NWA Worlds Heavyweight Champion. And there he defended the title roughly 8 or 9 times. I can't remember, I don't have the records in front of me. It has been one of the biggest honors of my career to present an NWA Worlds Heavyweight Championship match. It never gets old. The lineage and the history of the title, it's absolutely so respected, and as it should be, dating back all the way to, realistically to 1948. I know they say 1905, but still, even dating back to 1948, that's a long time. And you got to think of all the great promoters that have presented NWA Worlds Heavyweight Championship matches. For me, it's a validation, because when I started out, I was just a kid starting out, 19 years old, running shows, and they weren't exactly very good, to be honest with you. But I learned more. I took all the failures and I used them as a stepping stone to correct my mistakes. And as I learned more and more, every time that I got to promote an NWA Worlds Heavyweight Championship match, it got a little bit better. So eventually we started hitting our stride, and we were able to do this on a regular basis. Bruce Stark, the promoter, the NWA president at the time, actually stood in the ring in Kingsport, Tennessee, and called us the flagship promotion of the NWA. And that's something we carried for about 4 or 5 years there, that we were the #1 promotion in the NWA. And really, at some point, it became without even argument. It was just something that was said. And that was a great honor for me to carry that brand, that legacy on my back, and it's a great honor for my wrestlers to carry that on their back. We had wrestlers win the NWA World Tag Titles. We had wrestlers, basically we promoted and booked the NWA World Junior Heavyweight title for about 3 years. So it was just an awesome experience to be involved with the National Wrestling Alliance, and really that's what took us to the next level. A lot of times people, they didn't know how to use it. They would get in and think that was going to turn automatically put those 3 letters in front of their name was going to turn their whole career around, their business around, and that wasn't the case. You had to use it like we used it. It was a symbiotic relationship. We helped the brand, they helped us. But if you're not helping the brand, they're not going to help you. So it was an advantage for us to do so. It was actually really soul-crushing when the NWA was sold, because I know a lot of people that things weren't going well for a lot of people under the old regime, but for us, they were going fantastic. But we've rebranded, and honest to God, I felt a little bit of bitterness for a while, but when the first time I seen the YouTube show 10 Pounds of Gold, I thought, man, this is an incredible new direction, and it's the right direction for the NWA. The stuff that Billy Corgan and Dave Lagana is doing is fantastic, and it's the best thing for the NWA brand. It's awesome, and I'm glad, thrilled, that we are back into the fold and able to be a part of what they're doing. I never thought, I was actually in depression thinking that I would never get to promote another NWA Worlds Heavyweight Championship match, but this Saturday in Kingsport, once again, the title comes back to now Innovate Wrestling, back to Kingsport, and it's going to be awesome. And I feel like just like it was the first time, that special moment of presenting a World Championship match with the oldest and most prestigious championship in all of wrestling, and it's just awesome. So make sure you come out this Saturday night, Kingsport, Tennessee, First time we've ever been to Colonial Heights Middle School. Check out Nick Aldis, a great champion, a man who was worthy of carrying the NWA banner, taking on our own Devin Driscoll. We may not always get along, but Devin Driscoll, he looks like an athlete. He is an athlete. He dresses well. He presents himself well. He carries himself like a champion. If he were to win the title this Saturday night, he would also be a champion that the NWA could be proud of. So fans, don't miss it. Come on out. Advance tickets. We're not selling advance tickets because we're doing a ticket split with the school. So we didn't want to rip them off. So all tickets will be on sale that night, but make sure you get there early because this event is going to be huge. Bell time is 7:30. Doors open at 6:45, but I will suggest to get there around 6 o'clock if you want to sit in the best seats. We will see you this Saturday night. For more information, check out innovatewrestling.com.